to another episode of Voice of the Average Men. I am one of the hosts. I am Bougietti. Here is my official host. He goes by the name of SmallWorld23, the official SmallWorld23.
That's right.
So, yeah, what's that?
Good evening, everybody. First thing I'll say is thank you to the Most High before I get started for allowing me to be here and for giving me the wisdom and the ability to do what I do. So I just want to say thank you to God first, and then everybody, let's get it.
Let's rock out. Last time we was on, we touched on a lot of things, and we can touch on some of those things, but one of those things
Why we gotta say touch? Why can't we just say we spoke about some shit? Why the fuck we gotta touch anything? I don't like the way that sounds. See, y'all young folks be fucking with me, man. I don't like that shit. Speak with some words. Say, can we talk about some shit or whatever? We ain't touching on shit. That's the shit they do in the White House. And then
see, the reason why I said touch is because touch consumes.
You keep saying that. That's the nitty shit, man. Come on,
man,
coming on.
It just consumes of something that you don't go full deep into detail into.
Okay, all right. Okay, listen.
So
all
we
right.
didn't elaborate on that.
Okay, there we go.
So,
see, I told y'all college man. He's a big word. Elaborate. A lot of y'all looking right now like,
trust me, I didn't go to college by any means. So
he just speaks very well. He speaks very well. College, you know.
At any rate, you feel me? But I am well informed. What I will like to get into is when you was young, right? Let's take it a little further back, right?
Hey, speaking of being young, right? Real quick.
Okay, let's go.
You know Hulk Hogan passed away.
Man,
I ain't give a flying fuck. I'm
damn, shit.
I'm just saying, man. Racist bastard. The fuck?
My heart.
Really?
Right,
really though? I wasted my money on WrestleMania to see this motherfucker perform, and then come to find out he can't even stand a person of my shade.
For real?
Fuck him. Anyway.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? I'm sorry. Yeah, your hopes and dreams. I Hulkamania shirt my ass. I wipe my ass with it right along with. Go ahead, man. Keep it going, because this shit gonna make me say something.
Well, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. I just want to say that,
That was
and all sentiments to his families, and I send my deepest condolences to them, and and I hope that they thrive in their goals, and moving forward.
You know when you walk through the fields, I'm gonna bust your head with a rock. I swear to God, I'm gonna bust your motherfucking head. The minute Master say, get him, I'm gonna bust your motherfucker. Go on, keep it going, man. Go ask the questions. This motherfucker, boy. I'm not apologizing. Fuck that. It is what I have a freedom of speech. I'm just saying. Look at here to his daughter. You're a beautiful young lady and all that good shit. But it is what it is. I think all people who have a fucking problem with a person's shade or because we ain't colorful. But I don't want to get there with that because I'm going to break down the word color for y'all. But as far as what we do here with this podcast and shit, this is my platform for me to be me. I can't be nothing that y'all want me to be. I will never be it. Fuck that. I don't care. I'm not that dude, all right? I'm like a Bernie Mac type motherfucker. I don't Paul Mooney type motherfucker. I'm not about to be there telling me what the fuck you want me to be. It's again, he was a role model when I was a kid, but then when I found out he was racist, it just threw me off. I didn't want to see shit that he was doing. I don't watch any of his old movies, none of that bullshit, because during that whole time he was just being a straight fucking racist fuck, But as everybody put their mask on when they're in front of that TV and all that, hey, it is what it is. But not I said the cap, not I. But I just want to let you know he passed away 2 days ago. Big Freddie told me that. Big Freddie told me that.
Big man Fred.
Big man Fred. Fuck was sitting there on his app. I'm not bad, man. We doing a fucking podcast. You talking about some Fred?
Anyway, let's just get straight to it.
Yes.
Well, outside of his racism, right? Because
we might not about to talk about no fucking Hogan. Fuck him. I'm sorry, man. But nah, y'all got to stop this bullshit. I'm sorry, man. Look, man. First of all, hey, Hey, man, that's like telling me that Trump going through some major shit and that I should sit here and say, oh, damn, oh. Being a man that believes in the Most High, I will not sit here and just do that. Hope RIP. You know, I hope your kids are morning well or whatever. Maybe in this next life you'll be a better person. You'll be not judgmental. You'll just love all fellow mankind. Because right now I know your ass is fried. I'm sorry. Again, I was on that bus, so y'all can't hold me for this. I'm just speaking my mind.
You know what? That's okay. We're going to, yeah. Let's leave over. We're going to go to the next one. Okay. What would you tell yourself if you was 10 years old, right? What would you tell yourself to do right now, today, that would change the outcome of your status today?
If I was 10 years old today, knowing what I know.
Right. You get all the information on genes. Matter of fact, before Bitcoin was ever started, you know, you get that head start. Before the Redskins had their Super Bowl, you could have that head start.
I got it. I already know. I'd have put tinted windows on that half a bus to save a lot of humiliation for a lot of people who didn't need to have themselves put out there like that. Today they have tinted windows to protect the feelings of kids. Why they couldn't do that back then? They had tinted windows on limousines. So the idea, because already been there, you didn't really have to make it where you embarrass that motherfucking bus. You know what I'm saying? My best friend was motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We was chill like motherfucker. You know? He see me on the bus and she be like, "That's my friend." I said, "Oh goddamn, this nigga done saw me on the bus again." He only talked to me when we in class, but I love my motherfucker. That's my nigga. But hey, then we had this other friend. We had a lot of friends that was in them buses. We had a lot of friends. I'm gonna put it like that. It was cool. But I felt bad because they didn't have an identity to be protected like today's children are. And half of the ones that y'all think is slow on the buses ain't even slow. It's you motherfuckers that's putting them on the bus that's slow, not the kids. They ain't got a disability. Y'all motherfuckers with the disability. The kids is trying to deal with y'all shit. So while y'all saying this little motherfucker, that person is saying, hey, this motherfucker ain't shit. I seen that shit in they draw. Motherfuckers. Like, hey, y'all did it to these children. I'm sorry. But anyway, I was just having a moment with my, come on, man, do shit.
We didn't have to take a minute for the kids that was on the bus.
No, because no. I'm saying because it was. I just think that people should stop. I was wondering why they didn't do that when I was coming up. I was on the bus. You see, and then you ever when you get older, right? And y'all be seeing the mall and shit, and you see that person and they chilling with their family, and they always remember you because you on that bus with them. So no matter who it is, and hey. One thing I don't do is walk away and act like I don't know them. They my motherfucking truest. They the truest. I swear for God, I had my best times on that motherfucking bus because I seen so many ass whoopings happen between the driver and the helper of the driver against these kids, man. Hey, I set one up. I was darn king on that motherfucker. Hey. Had my homie be like, hey, I had this female that used to like me on the bus. She said, "That's my boyfriend." I said, "Yep." My man's was like, "What she say?" She said, "That's my boyfriend." I was like, "Yep."
I'm going,
nigga. I was 10. This broad had titties and all. All I knew, it was an older chick telling me, "This my boyfriend." Yeah, that was me, 10 years old. Y'all wanted to know on that bus. I rode that motherfucker like the Star Spangled Banner. Nigga, I was on a 6th grade. I was on that motherfucking bus. But then they started letting me ride with the regular kids on public transportation. Now, let me tell you about that shit there. They let you loose in the streets and say, catch a bus. I had siblings, so they just like made sure I got on the right bus because I was about to end up everywhere. Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? I was going to some safe zones, bad zones, I ain't give a fuck zones in the city. Now about this time, I was probably living there now in Baltimore. I was in Baltimore, middle school, elementary.
Is
coming back and forth. Just a minute. I'm gonna get where I'm getting, right? So it was we had this thing called DEC. And we used to get in mad fights for it because that's what they used to call us when we was in school. DEC. Do you know what that stands for? Not only did the students do this, but some ignorant ass teachers would do this shit to us too. It was called Dummies Eating Chicken. And we, hey, when I say we will whoop, ass whoopers was given when you say that about somebody. Okay. Now, SLE supposed to stand for slow learning children, right? But this is the shit, right? How is it that the children are supposed to be slow learning children no more than the teachers that's trying to teach these slow learning children?
Why you think they teaching the slow learning children?
How the fuck you gonna teach me and you slower than me? The fuck? Come on, man. I had some smart ass SLE teachers and DEC. I didn't give a fuck what you used to call it. They could say SLE, but everybody call it DEC. That's some shit they used to call it in Baltimore. When I got up here and was going to school in DC and shit, it was different. When I got first, we came up from Baltimore to another Maryland school within the DC boundaries. You know what I'm saying? DC so close on the line. You know, we was in. I went to this school. I'm gonna put it out there, Blanksburg. No, at the time when I did that, at that time I was about 14. Went to a school out here in Maryland, in Riverdale. It was not Riverdale, Maryland. Yeah, it's out by Riverdale, Maryland. Yeah, it was. And I lived out there in Blanksburg, so I had to go to the school. I never forget this school. Hey, you know what, man? I just want to apologize to all those. If you catch your feelings, get the fuck out your feelings because, hey, I've lived this shit. This is my real life. Fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck. Y'all get mad and say, why he doing this about them people? It is what it is. This is my friends. This is how they sound. I ain't give a fuck. I went to their house. I ate with them. If they drew it, I wiped that shit. But there was no tinted windows to see that I had to wipe my buddy's shit because I was tired of the shit dripping. Nigga, hey, you gonna get that shit on me. You sitting right next to me. You're my best friend. Nigga, if you do it one more again, we gonna have one more motherfucker again, cuz. One more again. You get to the point that you just be like, you know what, cuz. Oh, got it. Got that shit today, bro. Got it. Got your special one today, bro. Had one. Mother always gave me a napkin after that shit. Like, keep letting motherfuckers drill on you. Keep coming home with all these motherfucking coughs and shit. And I be like, my friend. She's like, just like this motherfucker. But hey, that's when I learned my mother was ignorant. She was ignorant, but I loved her. But she knew I was on that bus, and she used to meet me out on the end of the corner and get me off that bus at 12 o'clock. We went to school from 7 in the morning to about 1 o'clock. Well, about 1 o'clock, because we had lunch. Then we came home. We sat in one corner of the cafeteria. About 6 of us. 6 of us in the class. Like, why are we so bad that we only got 6 people in the class? And at least 2 of them had a hover around wheelchair before they had the good shits out. They had the wheelchair joint that moved around, you know. They did their thing before they got these little fancy new shit. But they was cool with their shit. You know, we ride on the back, chilling down the hall. We didn't give a fuck. We got to play with blocks all day, color, listen to music, take about 4 or 5 fucking naps while the teacher got fucked up and high and drunk, all that good shit. Yeah, they did it down there. I ain't lying. Fuck this shit. It's real. We just had an opportunity. And then something hit me, said, when that bell ring, don't you walk your stupid ass around that motherfucking curtain no more. I used to say, nah, that's a motherfucking wall. They said, that's the wall for us. It's just a motherfucking curtain, nigga. Roll under that motherfucking, go to the class, don't walk your ass out the door. I rolled under that motherfucking, man. You talk about a new beginning to life. Nigga, I used to have to walk to get to the next class. You mean to tell me all I had to do was roll under this motherfucker? I was disappointed in the school system after that. I had no entitlements nor any interest of keep on doing this shit every day of my life, embarrassing myself and wasting my energy. Everybody started following suit. We said, fuck that. We just took the curtain down. Like, the fuck y'all playing with, man? We got, hey, let me tell you something about them type of classes. Some badass kids in them classes. They really bad because they really ain't all got, even the ones that had like a disability, like they walk with a limp or, you know, their hands was disfigured, was kind of messing. But guess what? These were some smart little, wild ass, intelligent ass people. Very, 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 very talented, but bad. They bad because they had an anger issue. Because the situation growing up, motherfuckers tease you, you be mad and violent too. But we need to stop that. And y'all, we're going to go ahead on with this podcast here because I keep going, y'all. I'm sick, but
You touched on a situation far as you describing the teacher being, I would consider her being under qualified, should I say?
very
Very.
up here anyway. It's some
Can-
dumbass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. It's some dumbass teachers.
Have you ever heard of the term? I know this is very, worldwide, but each one teach one.
Yeah, I heard that a lot. You know, I understand the concept of that too, but let me tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't saying it's just about the District of Columbia teachers. I'm saying this about them bragging ass Virginia schools, Maryland schools, all these schools that brag about certain shit. It takes a village to raise a child, and it takes even more than one village to get them motherfuckers smart because it is some fuck with your hurt. It is some dumbass kids out here right now. I'm sorry to say it. Parents, let me tell you something. If you get your child home and they teenagers or whatever, and you be sitting there with them and you say, do this, do that, and now the school and brag to your child, oh, strike outstanding, smartest motherfucker, honor student in this joint. You say, hey, let me see that work you're doing. Oh my motherfucker God. You know what? When y'all next PTO, because I'm coming. I'm gonna talk to everybody. And I'm gonna break this chain. Cause
It's all right. To piggyback on your youth love, right?
I've seen that shit for myself. Right, my youth love.
Can you actually remember the first time you fell in love? And what was her name? Don't say her name, but could you remember her name if you knew her name?
What age we talking about? Teenager? What you talking about?
I mean, it's got to be your first love because I'm sure. I mean, your first girlfriend.
My first love was just pussy. It didn't matter. Big girl, slim chick. I ain't give a fuck. It was just pussy. I didn't have feelings for what they. Look here. Love with what? Nigga, I was learning how to take baths and tie my motherfucking shoe. In love with what? Nigga? Outside, running, playing, having fun, playing Freaky Friday, rubbing touch every now and then. Sid, I'm saying my mama.
So you didn't have. So you never had that special one that you always had your eye on.
She was in a magazine. I don't know bullshit. Hey, you know what? I'm serious. Y'all understand life. Y'all understand. Cause it was dirty magazines. My stepdad had dirty magazines, and I found one. I found his stash. Actually, I stole his stash. I rolled out, took him to the woods, called a couple homies. Hey, dogs! Y'all ain't never seen no shit like this. But I sell it to you for $5.
Who stole the nigga stash?
And resold them bitches too. I kept the ones I liked it the best because I was hooked on this. It was before they started putting a lot of big girls in the videos. They wasn't, but then I had found his stash, and I don't know where he ordered this big girl thing from, and I saw that, and I was like, damn! And her lips looked like a catcher's mitt, and I was just like, that's some wild shit. I fantasize about it. So whenever my mother friends come over, they be like, let me squeeze your cheeks. You so cute. You got dimples. I say, you got a... Boy, don't do... Hey. My mama said, if somebody hit me, hit them back. If they touch me, touch them back. You touch me, I'm touching you back. I touched your goddamn cheeks. Don't touch me right there no more. That ain't right. All right. She go do it again another time. Boy, you know I like these cheeks. I said, girl, you know I like these motherfucking cheeks, girl. I just grab her ass. Mom, and you my motherfucking mom. Your boy is being mannish. I said, shit. My stepdad said, boy, you better stop doing that. They gonna get you, little ass. I say, I'm worth every ass whooping. I'm gonna keep on doing this because her ass soft as shit. And I squeezed all my mama friends' asses and took ass whoopings. Even fought some of their sons over that bullshit. But guess what? I fight them bammers again. Squeeze their mama's ass. Shit. I was in love with a big girl. I'm serious. Hey, fuck what y'all talking. All y'all who act like I don't like a thick chick but don't like a big girl. Y'all niggas lied all y'all lives because y'all heard y'all fathers and uncles who was lying about they would never do it. They had one in the cut. I ain't put none in the cut. I was open mind. Fuck that. I love me some pleasure meat. God damn it. Let me correct that shit. No homo. Let me correct that shit. A pleasurely thickest woman. Love it. Get that shit straight right now.
Okay. You touched on a lot. Okay. Let's stick with the big girl fact, right? Don't get me wrong. I love plus size, all that, right? My biggest thing is health. For the last decade.
Nigga, I was young. Nobody was thinking about health. The fattest bitch in the block ran quicker than the skinniest motherfucker. We wasn't thinking about health. If you ate a bucket of chicken, fuck it. That means I was deep in. Nigga, let me tell you something. We was young. We didn't even know how to fucking really fuck. We was just young. We started out rubbing and shit. But if she's a big girl, that means she had titties. It's a situation with you young, nigga. What you mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, hey, we was a different generation. We 70 babies, baby. We was on some other shit.
Yeah. Just elaborate just a little bit on that experience, because it seems like it's a deep experience where you had a lot of Freaky Fridays.
Man,
a lot of
spin the bottle.
A lot of time on that bus where maybe it's just extended past those fun times with you and your best friend. Maybe you had a moment in the back seat with some female, I don't know who it may have been, that you can't remember, but you elaborating a lot of exuberant times that you...
Hey, man, you talk about that time me and my motherfucking bro, we was in the van with my cuz, and I got my freak on with a chick while we was riding down Pennsylvania Avenue. Yes, traffic was there. I'm in the back. Shit, I ain't give a fuck. But hey, that was when I was older. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was like 20-something more. I was actually like, yeah, about wow, shit. I think I just turned 30 when that happened. I think I just turned about. About 20, 25, something. I was like 25 at the time. 25.
What did you guys, your first?
No, motherfucker, when I was in, you brought up a situation that you knew about what I did in the back of the van while somebody was...
Okay. We ain't gotta elaborate no more.
We ain't elaborate no more, but you act like you slow on my bus or something. God damn, you ask me a question and tell me what the fuck.
Maybe I should have took one ride.
I took one goddamn ride. Everybody need to take a ride. Fuck that, everybody. The people that drive them motherfucking buses need some counseling because we put them through some shit. I know.
And you know what? You ran something else past me. Right?
Uh-huh.
You elaborated on you still in Corn magazine.
Porn.
No. We can't say that. That's why I say corn.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You took corn magazines from your father.
Yeah.
And sold them as profit, and the other ones that was a benefit to you,
I
kept for yourself.
And learn how to explore.
What would you? What do you? What age do you think that it was? Do you think a young man actually consumes corn?
Well,
About what age? What average?
well, I was young. I was about 7. I seen cooch that was not cooch that was in the house. Now you mom gonna walk around how the fuck she wanna walk around. You got sisters living in the house with you. You ain't think about none of that bullshit. That's to you everything is like, yeah, put the fucking clothes on, boop. But the minute your cousins, friends, and you always tell your cousin, hey, bring your friend over. Always. Bring your friend over here. I want to see that. Just y'all can spend the night. My mama says it's cool for y'all to spend the night. Shit, my cousins will bring their friends over. My sisters and them got all their friends over. And they be spending the night. It was motherfucking burger delight. I swear for goodness, I'm coming in that room. I'm going to get them laughing. Shit, somebody going to want to fall asleep beside me. And we're going to be chilling. Let me lay on your blanket. Oh, really? I'm going to tell you, if I could have produced children back then, I would have as many children as Moses and motherfucking some other niggas of the Bible. I ain't lying, man. Shit. I was young, That's what happens when kids fall and get a hold of porn. Corn. Again, I'm sorry.
He catching up. It's all right.
I was on that bus. Y'all better understand that shit is real. I ain't bullshit. Anyway, but no. I was young. My older sister, a good friend of hers, was just going through some shit with her boyfriend. This is how great I remember this shit, man. It can't erase from me. I'm telling you. And she said, hey. And the brother said, fuck you, woo woo. She saw him with another girl or whatever they was doing. She just came over that joint. She was emotional. She just came over. I'm walking past the bathroom. She pulled me in. And you can count your blessings. It was motherfucking heaven. Must be like that. It must be like that. Cause I was screaming heavens. Man, she snatched my little motherfucking drum. What they call them? What they call them joints? What the fuck they call them joints? Dungarees, whatever the fuck they call them joints.
That's before my time. So.
That was before boxers and shit. When we wore them motherfucking tighty whitey joints, snatched them bitches, swam off me. Cause, ooh Lord, let me tell you about the baptism that happened. I ain't never liked the 4th of July, but on that day, heaven was alive. She sucked this. Man, let me tell you something. I ain't know none of this shit. I ain't know about none of this shit. She did this shit to me. The part she introduced me to, the hardest and fucked up part is, she did all this wild ass shit to me. Made me do all this wild ass shit to her. She kicked me out the bathroom and was like, we're done. What? Bitch! Excuse me. My bad. Oh, girl, what? What you mean? For real? Alright.
She might drop you.
No, I got it again. And she just used me like I wasn't shit and told me to get the fuck. That was the first time I ever experienced in my life.
So she might drop you twice.
She basically fucked me and told me to get the fuck on about my business. If that's what it's called, mic dropping, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I ain't dropping motherfucking thing about. I was getting it good with her, and you know what fucking made me upset? Her sister wanted to give me some pussy. Her sister was younger than her, but both of them had titties. That was like, she was 50. I guess they was around about. I was saying she had to be like 14, 15.
I just want to know.
She gave it to me.
Yeah, she did.
She gave it to me.
So if I got a question, if she kicked you out twice,
as again,
I understand. She put your ass out twice. Who was fucking who?
I was fucking her, but the whole time though, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't mind being kicked out because I got what I came for, what she was giving. I didn't give a fuck about getting kicked out. I don't understand that with a guy. Look here, I had a friend that was older. He was always wild as shit, played football. He was good, a hell of a football player. He played in college and all that. So when he would come home on his time off, I heard him say one time, the bride came and talk big shit about how he fucked her. And you know what he said? In front of all them dudes that were talking shit, but all of them wanted that one chick. He said, it don't matter, I hit. And I was like, that's the truest shit. He fucking hit. It don't matter what she said. All y'all want to hit her, but he hit. Doesn't even matter. So it don't even fucking matter what she said about him. He hit. And all y'all want to hit. And she ain't letting none of y'all hit. That nigga hit.
You see the irony in that story?
I see the fucking irony. He hit.
No, I don't think he caught the drift of it. See how that's just like how today's market days is, right? How you got that one female. Yeah, I want y'all to catch this drift, right? You got that one female.
What about it?
Everybody sees it.
Everybody sees it.
Nowadays, see, back in the days, it was a little bit different. Y'all didn't have social media.
Nothing.
You feel me?
None of that.
All the dudes she used to see on the bus, at work, coming back and forth. Now imagine, she was 14.
No, this chick right here, I'm talking about with my man's.
Oh, okay.
So this
yeah,
way older. She's in her 20s.
Oh, yeah.
So like 20, she about 26, 27, man.
Oh yeah. This around the time to beepers. Y'all got beepers.
Bingo.
Y'all got motherfucking
the car phones.
The car phones.
They look like just motherfucking big. Hey man, they look like a motherfucking like a speaker y'all walk around with these days.
And I know y'all probably can't remember this, but they even had the fucking quarter phones at the corner. So, as soon as you get that beep, hey, drop me off at the corner right here.
It went up to 35 cents, y'all.
It went up to 35 cents?
Before they was extinct. 35 cents.
It ain't called anywhere in the world.
You can collect calls.
Anywhere in the world.
On these motherfucking phones.
Now imagine this was before all that.
All that.
Now think about this. Around that time, she can only see those people in that market where it's work, walking daily, grocery store, maybe out to the club. You feel me? Those, it may be church, if she was a church lady. Those was her daily movement.
Daily.
Now think about this. Today's society, with social media, with so many platforms, between Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, you name it, we can keep it going. It's so many platforms where you can just exchange, hey, you look good. Hey, I like you. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever they say to, get the young lady. Now she's not just seeing the regular guys that y'all used to see back in the days where you just walk back and forth. So how just like that one dude hit that one girl is just as exactly how it is today. Only that one dude can hit that one girl because he has the qualifications to hit that girl, regardless what the fuck she say. But guess what her value does?
Depreciates.
His value what?
It rises.
Because what? Everybody know he hit. Just like you just said. We get more of appreciation than a female would giving that pussy up.
Yeah, that is true. That is a big point.
You feel me? So think about this. Wait, you say, oh yeah, your man hit that jump. You're like, oh shit, yeah, you hit that jump. As opposed to, oh yeah, bro hit that jump. Oh damn, bro hit that jump. You see how it's different?
Yeah.
It's a whole different. It's like
He hit.
He hit.
That's the difference. He hit.
He hit.
That's it. Doesn't even matter anything else. Because, like he said, she said what she had to say. Y'all Bama's laughing, but guess what? I hit. And I respected him on that one. And when they later on in life, if I was ever came to with some female come and say some off the wall ass shit, I would let them be known. Hey. At the end of the day, your lips. Suck my main dick. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a good night. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I ain't had them problems, but I'm just saying, where I gotta go through some bullshit with some females saying I ain't never gonna let you fuck again. You don't know what the fuck you doing, bullshit. I've never had that type of issue in my life. I learned very young how to do everything, how to use all my instruments. I was very young, like I said. She taught me. She may not have been the best of everything at the time, but in my prime, at that age I was, she opened the door. Because after she let me, there was a girl that was older than her. The court window, what she said happened with her, she let me hit. You understand? So, I was. It's been like that in my life. I've been a prime. What you call it? I'm like a slave on a chopping block. Hey, this is what you want to do. He's going to elevate to be great. Put your skills into him now. And that's what they did. They crafted a fucking slut.
So would you say your first time
Slut.
Your first time was with a female that was older than you?
Yes.
Damn, why is it? What? I just want to know because I don't think it's just a coincidence.
No.
Because it was the same way with me. You know, I would give y'all a little bit of experience. You feel me? I don't like to talk too much about my experience, but it was a young lady who lived around the way. You know, a couple of buildings down, and my uncle, who was very familiar with her, you know, her mother, and he used to go to her house every time play cards. This one in particular time, we go over to her family's house, and you know how you always tell the kids, "Hey, go play in the room." This is why I always preach that. Hey, sometimes we just gotta watch our kids because we don't know what the fuck they doing in that room.
No shit.
We go in the room. Mind you, I'm very impressionable. So I'm sitting up there, I'm playing with toys and shit like that. But it go from playing with toys, we sitting up there watching Barney because that's all I can remember. And I end up going in the closet because she pulled me in there. Now, mind you, this girl, I got to be all of about what? Around 5. No, I wasn't say 5. I'm sorry. I would say around about 7, 9-ish, around that range. In between that range. I would say I was in between that range. And I could just remember her pulling me in the closet. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what we going in the closet for? And out of nowhere, the lights go off. Now, mind you, I've never experienced anything. I've never seen any corn of any nature. You feel me? So I've never been exposed to anything sexual. So for me to be in there, first I was nervous. Secondly, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Thirdly, I didn't know what she was doing. I just knew my pants was coming down and my thing was getting wet. I don't know how. I just know it was getting wet. Now, what happened during that transpire? You know, you use your imagination. But the fact of the matter is, if I don't go in that closet, I don't have those experiences. You feel me? That's the ultimate thing. It's like, it's when I take it back. No, it's just experience. But my thing is, as far as moving forward in my preaching to like our youth or the kids or the parenting out here is, please watch your kids because they could be watching you specifically.
Yeah.
And whatever they see from you, they mimic. it's just like a sponge. It's like whenever the kid's just like a sponge. We think, oh, because he stopped at 5, the sponge stopped. No, the sponge is always continuing, and it's always continuing to soak information. That's a continuous thing. So when you're sitting up there and you're cussing in front of the child, or you're sitting up there talking about you gonna suck X, Y, and Z's, you know,
You right.
these kids are actually hearing those things.
Yeah. No.
You notice how whenever you in the car and your daughter's in the back seat and she's grinding to the same
Metro.
song.
I ride Metro.
Well,
I have a car.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying. If you're in the car or if you're in the metro or you're riding with your phones and stuff like that, and your kids are riding.
Yeah,
right?
I feel you though. When I am driving something,
You know, your kids are mimicking the song.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think about this.
Mm-hmm.
So they're following the lyrics. If they're not asking
careful
you,
what you're listening to while you ride with them, basically.
Right.
Yeah. And I respect that because I don't want a child just being behind me talking about, I got that money because I let them hit this shit. I got them there, and now I'm second. What the fuck? Or I eat it like groceries. Who the fuck is you eating like groceries, little nigga? And what the fuck kind of groceries do you talk to around these motherfuckers, huh? You know, you gotta look at the parent, and if you the parent, what the fuck did you hear that? Because I never played that shit around you, so who the fuck told you about eating something like groceries? And the minute they say, well, I heard it from such and first of all, you ain't got a motherfucking thing eating nothing like groceries. You understand? I don't know if you know what the fuck they actually talking about, but let me break it to you real quick. We ain't going in. We ain't playing them games. Stop talking about this music. You don't know what the hell you saying. Don't listen to it no more. Plain and simple. If it ain't on motherfucking Kids' Choice, I don't need you listening to it.
those two stuff more hurt moving like groceries. But I get what you're saying. Moving forward, do you think growing up, your goals with what you had, right, was influenced to be redirected by your peers?
You know, I'm gonna say yeah. Sort of. It could have been that way at times, but I was always want to step out of the boundaries with my peers. And a lot of times you're right. A lot of times when you be around certain people that ain't trying to do something, you won't want to do nothing because you're used to just being within them, and everybody's comfortable with everybody's way of living. I'm not comfortable with staying at the bottom. I'm not comfortable with just settling on my life. You know, I already did that. You know, and I'm not comfortable not having my children being on a level to say, hey, I want them to be who they can say, hey, this is ours. This house is ours. That house such and such is ours. We have properties that's ours, you know. I want to be able to do that for them. You know, so within my mindset, yeah, I feel you with that. Our peers can have a big effect on our outcomes in life because some of them we gonna follow, some of them we gonna be like, nah, I don't like that trait. That's not for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's a 50-50 gamble with that shit.
Yeah, I think even when, you know, you structured by your parents and they tell you to have your own mindset or whatever, yeah, you tend to only have your own mindset, but it's like, just like you touched on, it's like, if your peers is not doing X, Y, and Z, or whatever, if your peers is not doing X, Y, and Z,
if they ain't trying to work, you ain't
really trying to do X, Y, and Z either. You trying to, you know, in some cases, please the group because this is what the trend is and we all doing X, Y, and Z. So we might all just be getting together, you know, getting with females, you know, we make our little money. However we do. You feel me?
Yeah.
But at the same time, we don't have no outside structure outside of that to say this is what it should be.
You're right.
So, you know, when you have a cycle of that, because that's a generational cycle, where it's not just, you know, you did it or I did it. You know, this is things that probably been going on for years, upon generations, upon decades, where it's looking like it's the same pattern. Because if you see it, this is what you see. You see people outside, you see people drinking, you see people smoking. Okay, where's the money that you use for that weed or for that drink? Did you take half of that money and say, all right, if I'm going to spend $50 on a bottle, right, I should have another 50 to put into a bank for an escrow account, or maybe a savings account that's going into a trading stock that's probably growing dividends.
True.
You feel me? So where I'm thinking outside of, okay, if I'm partying, but at the same time, I'm still taking some of the money where I'm investing the money in. But see, those comes with structure. But I feel like because we don't have those structures, our circle begins to stay the same, and it's only going to keep on beginning to continue to stay the same because of the way the economy is trending. Inflation is going up, jobs is getting harder, especially with black people. You know, you look at the properties around you, shit, what you used to probably pay, you know, $1,500 for, probably last year. Shit, now you paying every bit of almost close to $3,000.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like shit is just slowly growing. You feel me? Yeah, they saying that the pay rate is going, but you got to work 10 times as hard just to make sure that you even meet quota. Like sometimes it gets to a point where it's like it's only making it harder for the average black man to actually get to his next level, because he's only structured to stay within that bracket. Because think about this: if he only structured to make $4,000 a month, right? $2,000 of that going in rent, another, let's say $500 and stuff like that is going into utilities and stuff like that. True. Still need another $500 for groceries and eating throughout the whole month. What about the cell phone bill? You feel me?
What
if you
got gas in the car?
Cable, gas, car. You feel me? So if you was averaging $4,000 a month, you got to put in just enough money, more money, if you have a female, because she gonna want to go out.
Right.
So your money is starting to get tighter,
and your grocery list gets different too. Because you may have been used to eating ramen noodles and, you know, having a couple pack of hot dogs in the refrigerator. You know, you may get you a couple chicken, packs of chicken wings or something on legs, just because you by yourself and you can do like 4 of them at a time and then have something to take for lunch. You know what I'm saying? It's the way you did things when there's not as many things adding on to what you do. You know, your budget can be more manageable. But when you just got just $4,000 to do with a whole lot of things, that's rough. Because like you say, that majority of it all, not even half, more than half is gonna be taken in just rent. So how do you really get to survive? And then your utilities basically take a big chunk out of the rest of that. So now it's like, damn, what do I do? You got to have another job, another source of income. I realized what you spoke with another guy on your podcast, another guest we had there. You know what I'm saying? Young man by the name of Vinny Black, and you asked him the same question within that, and it's. I believe in that 100-100. That 50-50 shit just can't work. You know, if we come together 100%, then we can work. We can make shit happen uncalled for. But if we only bring 50% of what we all got to the table, what the fuck is that? 50 going? When we put in the savings account or something together, where's it going? That means we just throwing the other 50% away that we could have ruled more better by putting it together and got another piece of property to be able to pay for the property we're living in right now. But we don't look at it like that all the time. We look at everything as got to be an unstructured guidance. You know, I got to be the leader. No, why can't we just rule this bitch together? Respect boundaries, loyalty to each other, and just wanting to love each other unconditional. Take the LOV out of that shit. Just say, hey, I respect and care enough for your emotions, your physical, mental, and your mind mental that I won't want to fuck over you because you are my wife. You are my significant other that I'm in love with. So therefore, when you're in that boat, that 50-50 can't be. It's got to be 100 because we giving it all. At that point, we giving it all.
Right. Yeah, man, you're right. Especially when you give it your. I mean, I feel like if you give your all, you know, into whatever, you know, challenges that you may, you know, encounter, you can overcome them because you're giving it your all. You feel me? It's not like you have to half-ass it or, you know, you sit up there saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna give up today because it's getting too hard today." Nah, you know, you go through those paths of those boring times. You feel me? Yeah, it's gonna be boring moments, but those are the best times because these are the times where you're actually soaking in all the information that you need so you can succeed towards the next day.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, yeah, you might get bored in your career, you know, path or whatever, your journey or whatever, but at the same time, it's a race. It's not a sprint. You feel me?
True.
You have to take your time and you have to gain all the knowledge that you need to succeed in this business and whatever business that you have. Because you can sit up there and say, you know what, I'm just gonna want to skip to the finish line. Well, when it's time to run your business and somebody asks you a specific question about your business, you can't tell them shit about it.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
Because now you missed all the steps. I mean, you forgot to tell you don't even know how to give him oxygen if he needed it. You know what I mean? Like,
so true.
All you do is have a building, you got money, and that's it. And before you know it, just like most businesses, they fail because people don't take the necessary time to actually understand not only the business, but understanding the people that deserve the money that comes with that business.
Damn, right.
Man, think about this. It's a supply and demand, right? If I know that a business is not there and it's in demand, that's when the supply comes in because you know it's a demand there. You don't give supplies until you know it's a demand there. People give it the opposite. They give it supply, then they sort the demand. Can't do that. Messing your game up. But we do this every time, you know, but it goes back to us not having that structural system.
Yeah.
You know, that we had a structural system where it told us how to, you know, take one step at a time instead of trying to rush, just like most females do with their relationships, and try to rush to see the dude at the finish line instead of meeting them during that journey.
Right.
Like, meet him during that journey. Don't meet him at the finish line because when he get there, just know that you're not the only one he's seeing. You're not.
I agree. I agree with that 100%.
You're not the only one. You might feel as though that you could potentially be the only one, and you might even try to place yourself as being the number one. But in his eyes, you will never be the number one option because you actually had your opportunities. And what will happen is he will evaluate everything that you have. You will start to get those hard questions. Oh, especially if you have kids. You know what I'm saying? How many kids do you have? How many baby fathers do you have? Why didn't you marry them? These are the questions that you have to ask this man, especially if he's that 1% guy, that 6 foot that you all looking for. These are the questions that you have to answer to these guys. Because guess what? They want answers. But having an average man who you can actually grow with, he's not asking you that shit. He don't give a fuck about your money. He don't give a fuck about, this what your status is or how many kids you might have. Most average men, they don't give a fuck if you got 7 kids. They gonna try to help and take care of every last bit of them with his paycheck that he got. They like, shit, we gonna make it work. I've seen a guy. He had 5 kids of his own, and his girl had 3 other kids, and they was all living in that one house. And what they was doing is, at work, and this is how we, at work, they give us, food. It's like, all right, shit, they gonna give us food. Shit, baby, we gonna take this, we gonna chop this up, we gonna remix this shit. We gonna have food every night.
Every fucking night.
He worked in one station. Shit, I worked at the Starbucks. So anytime that the nigga, shout out to Starbucks. Anytime that the motherfucker needed anything, right? Anything. Because he worked at the Starbucks during the summertime too. He cross trade over there. Anytime that man needed anything, he came and got it. So when the kids needed like the drinks and all that stuff, he was straight. Damn. So they had the little motion where it was going, where it all worked. So can it work economically? Yes, it can work. Because I've seen this dude who's putting in the hours, and he putting in mad hours. I'm talking about this dude is putting in from damn near 6 o'clock all the way down to 11 o'clock at night. So he's putting in the hours to be able to successfully transportate himself back and forth to work. His wife actually picks him up. You feel me? To work. They go home and they have family time. So I know for a fact if he can do it, shit. And that's 8 kids in one house. So if he can do it, I'm sorry. It can be done.
I know.
and just like I said, his wife don't work.
Wow.
She don't work. Don't work at all. But what she is, she's submissive. She's there. She's caring. She's
everything he needs to have right there. His peace.
Right.
She brings him his peace. She completes his peace. And every man needs that, man. We all want that woman to complete our peace, And when we find that woman, we will settle down and get married. And, I feel like if a man is found his peace within you and he made it clear to you that this is what he wants, he want nothing else, he sees nothing else as something equal to make him want to be with that, you should take heed of that shit. Because if you continue to ignore it, and one day he may end up finding somebody that can have conversations with him and grow from things like just being able to have conversations with him. He'll be like, well, damn, I like that. And if you allow him to start liking another woman's conversation, come on. He had to like your conversation at one point. He paid you a lot of attention when he liked your conversation. So we have to think about those things as well as man. When you had that woman in your corner and she's like, hey, she want to be everything with you. She ready to settle down, make them steps with you, and you act like, hey, you can't hear what she's saying. And she's telling you, hey, all I want you to do is spend a little time with me, or just, hey, we ain't got to go out nowhere. We just got to be when we in the house. Can we just watch a movie together, me and you? Can you hold me in your arms? You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. Y'all, a lot of women, y'all look at these guys and say he got to be weak because he likes to be, how you put it? They like, you can't pamper a female, hold them and shit like that, be gentle with them, without them feeling like you being soft. But the minute you go like, hey, shut up, bitch, let me choke you or some shit, hey, okay, he loves me. No. You get confusing. Y'all don't know what y'all really want in life. Y'all don't know. So therefore, y'all was quick to damage a good one. And will sit there and nurture and just give a motherfucker who don't give a fuck about you nor yours everything in the world. Why this dude that was so nurturing or caring it just tossed them to the wolves. And then once you see them with a new joint, and this new chick saying, "Hey, everything that you didn't want to be, I am for him, and now look at me." You threw him away when he flawed. He was flourishing into something that's great. Didn't even know it. Now look at you. Or he may have threw her away when she just becoming something great. You never knew the classes she was taking to do nursing and all this other shit paid off to the fact that, hey, they built a new hospital and she fits the criteria of somebody whose motivational skills, her knowledge of the medical fields have made her feel like, hey, we want to take a chance to make you like one of the head ones. So come on, now you was sitting there BSing on her, threw her to the wolves because she wasn't everything that she was trying to tell you. Give her a minute, she gonna be there. You threw her to the wolves, and now look at her. Now she had 100-something thousand a year, where you're not even at 30. And now you're looking at her like, damn, you should have, could have, would have. She wasn't asking you for money. She wasn't asking you for nothing. All she wanted was some time. She didn't fuck you with the family dollars and got it. She didn't give a fuck if you was bought her something for family dollars or all that. She didn't give a fuck. All she knew is that you put your heart into what you came to her with, and not put her or him down when these people do these things. But we fail to do that. We just look at everything in a fucked up way, and that's why we so off when it comes to understand that alpha and that everything within relationships is just off because we don't look at that no more. Like, we're just too far gone.
Yeah, I feel you. And I'm glad you just said that because it leads me to my next question. Should we give up on love?
No, let me say this. No, I don't think you should give up on it, but you should know to back away from it. You should know when it's time to back away from it and give it its space to let it be known what is it going to do. Is this love worth keeping, or is it left, or should I just let it go? So, I believe it's still worth being to love. To love is cool, but learn how to love still.
I don't think you give a person space. I understand you give them some time, but space is two different things from time.
You're right. You're right.
Like, because I can give you time. Time can be 2 days. Time
Right,
can be 2
right,
days.
right.
Giving you space, that could be a whole week, 2-3 weeks, 4 months.
Year from now.
You feel me? Year from now. You feel me? So it's a different
and a lot of shit can be filled within that time and space.
It's so many. There's so much promiscuity that's out here in this world that she might be accustomed to. I'm not really sure if that's her nature, but if she's driven or influenced by anything that's leading her to another or group of gentlemen, she can be highly influenced and say, hey, I know you're going through it with, small world, but Johnny right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So giving somebody actually space is like giving them another opportunity to say, you know what, just maybe, I want to go ahead and
continue this journey.
You feel me? So you're not really giving them that option that they was looking for. You feel me? It's like,
true.
Like, like, I don't know. Like, it's crazy. And
I get it. I truly get that.
And trying to give them too much space, it's like you allowing so much thought process in their head, even more so beyond themselves. Because not only are they thinking about what they should do, they thinking about what the fuck you doing. You feel me? Because you having this necessary time. So when she's out doing her, she's thinking, well, shit, this nigga probably doing him too. So fuck it. Let me go ahead and take this nigga.
And that's a dangerous mind.
And that's a dangerous mind.
So for both.
So having that, saying that, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just give you some space. No, I'm not giving you no space. I give you some time. I give you some time.
I definitely have some time.
Yeah, you can have some time, baby. I won't call you for 2 days. I can call you for 3 days. Shit, I'll let you. You know what I'm saying? But sitting up there and saying, well, baby, I just think we need some, some space. Space, bitch. We ain't moving. What you talking about?
Right. If we gotta have space, we might as well let this thing go.
Space. How much space you want? Shit, I move my furniture over here and you try to move some shit around. But you want some space? I don't know about that, baby. I don't know how much space I can give you.
Right. Exactly. I can respect your boundaries.
Yeah.
I can do that. I can respect your boundaries. I can even. You're right. I can even give you time without calling you for some. If I gotta go a week without calling you, all right. Well, after
I ain't
that
going a week. I ain't going a week.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
He ain't going no
I
week.
give you 4 days tops.
I'm not giving you 4 days. Tripping. I don't know.
I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
I'm not giving you no benefit of the doubt. See, look, you letting drain thoughts overwhelm her. You feel me? Mm-hmm. On that 4th day, it's already too long. You feel me? Because you don't even know. You probably touched the Friday. Thursday, well, that's you talking about you on the call on the 4th day. Motherfucker, she already planned her week out.
Yeah.
That's why I say 3 days. Because Wednesday, motherfucker, that's your plan day.
That's it. I'm interfering. I'm already throwing interference at
that. Before you even thought you was about to do something, what's up? How you doing? I know we had some time. I told you I was going to give you some time. Time over. Time up. What's up?
Right.
What
I
know, no fucking week go by, nothing like that. No.
Right.
But we fought on Sunday. Shit, today is a whole new day. I ain't trying to hear none of that. What's up?
You're right. And I get that.
See, but that goes back to the man playing that role as opposed to a female just allowing him. Now fuck that. You got to get the fuck on out of here. I ain't got time for that. Now if you hurt because I hurt you, emotionally or something like that, I get that why you would need that time. You feel me? But space, that shit's dead. Fuck you talking about some space? Fuck you talking about that? I ain't got no space. You want some space in your house? I give you some space in your house, but I ain't got no space in my shit. My shit is already set in stone.
Set.
So that's how I look at it. I mean, I get it how they would try to word it, but
more like she sit there. That's your space. It's my space.
Right.
You got enough space between you.
Right. Like if you want to sit across from me and on the other couch, baby, by all means, I won't say shit. You want to watch? You want to watch a show? Shit. I know you like your baddies. Shit, you can watch your baddies.
All of them.
Watch every last one of them. Shit, I can watch whatever you want.
Cause
shit, you want some Stranger Things too? You can watch that too. Shit, I don't give a fuck what you watch.
Yeah.
Shit, you watch it on. Shit, I'll be right here.
Just know this is as far as the space we put in between us.
Oh yeah. Well, shit, I ain't going nowhere, and you ain't going nowhere either. That's how we going. Shit, we beefing together. Fuck you talking about? That's how it's going. You feel me? Fuck that. Nah, because I feel like we do this thing where we have a disagreement, right?
Yeah.
And the first thing, instead of communicating what the disagreement was and why that person felt that emotion within that disagreement, if we can work that out, we can work out anything. But we sitting up there saying, nah, fuck you. Nah, I don't even want to talk about this shit. No, I don't want to talk about it either.
True.
We ain't getting no fucking way with that. Because what's going to happen is the next time I see you, it's going to be like, man, fuck you. Fuck you too. It's going to be like, and then it's going to even just build up, and before you know it, now y'all got so much build up hate for no fucking reason. You don't even know why the fuck y'all beefing. You like, damn, I forgot why the fuck we was beefing. I don't know. That motherfucker said
that's
something.
That's if it spills outside.
Yeah.
If it goes from being in the house and y'all go outside and end up saying something off the wall, hey, wait a minute now. Now you done pushed the button that we agreed from day one. I made it very clear, or you make it very clear to a female, hey, woo.
I get it.
That's a no-no. That's a no-no. We don't argue outside. None of that shit. Don't put on me on display. I ain't gonna put you on display. I'm gonna respect your space as a woman. You gotta respect my motherfucking place as a man. You know, cause I ain't with that being outside calling no woman, no female No dogs and none of that shit. Not even inside the home. I mean, I ain't got time for that. You know, we got to get to the point that we got to degrade each other. You more than welcome to do what you gonna do. I will leave your spot, or you leave wherever. If it's my spot, hey, you know, it's kids with us. Hey, we gonna divide. Look here, I'm gonna roll out for a minute, but after that, when I come back, you gotta have a different change of mind. You know what I'm saying? You can sit down and we can talk about it, but all that yelling, I need you to refrain from that. Because any more yelling, I'm gonna have to ask you to, you know, hey, take a walk. And if you find that in that time to call some other nigga, hey, don't even worry about it. Let me know when we drop everybody else so we can have, you know, our space and all, so you can get that space you most definitely yearn for.
Where do you think that yelling actually came from? Like I'm gonna give you an example. Like, you know how like you when you went to school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you seen this girl or this guy. You know how like they passing everybody around the test or whatever, the quiz or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you get that one person like, I don't want to do this motherfucking shit, man. Fuck this shit. And they be like, oh, what the fuck? You're like, why is she doing that? Like, we all trying to take a test together. Like, what type of time she on? You ever wonder what?
Because I think the test pushes a button. It tells a lot about a person when the test is in front of you. You don't know it, then how you fuck you gonna take something you don't know?
Nah, but not even just a test. You ever see how like even when we just about to do something, period, you don't even have to be a test.
Yeah, you're right. That right there is. I would look at it as attention. A different attention cry. You know what I'm saying? Some people cry for that attention. They're addicted to attention. So they do stupid shit, but to knock your shit off the desk and be like, I ain't doing this shit. To me, it's, you just don't know it. You don't know. You know you're going to fail the joint because you don't know nothing there. You don't pay attention long enough to do it. Or you just think you're too fucking cute that you never pay attention, period. You think, I ain't got to do that. I'm going to get a good grade because I'm pretty. Fuck, what? Or a guy being thinking he just, I look too good for this. Shit, all these motherfuckers loving me. I ain't going to take that joint. It's cool. No, instead of just being real with yourself. If you can't read it, you can't understand it, then just say, hey, this ain't for me.
No. Okay, let me read the question. Because
Okay.
these are people who actually know the work, they do the work and all that shit. But they still give the teacher the backlash, the attitudes and shit like that. You know how we have those one people who...
Then they attention. They need attention, that's all. That's something to look at it. You gotta have attention. Why else you gonna throw something down? You know this motherfucking test. Just do the shit, get it over with. Fuck. Put your head down after the test.
I over-exaggerated with the throwing down, but you know how when you're talking to a teacher and teacher when I can give you another example. You know how like you talking to a teacher and the girl gets smart with her.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
You know that.
I get it.
I'm sorry. I should have said that better. I'm sorry. You know how like when the teacher's talking to her and the girl cuss the teacher out.
Yeah, right.
Do you know why is that?
She prey on her motherfucking period. Crazy asses sometimes. I'm saying they be switching up, man. I mean, it could be that. Could have been something she dealt with earlier in the day. You know, she could just be her hormones and things may just be going off, you know what I'm saying? Her balances might be off. So. Why do you feel like she gonna have this tantrum with the teacher? I mean, other than she feels threatened by this teacher.
I might have break this down because we are getting close to the end. So it's gonna go deep, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all to just take this ride with me. If you had a childhood like most people do, right?
Mm-hmm.
It mostly goes like this. Get the fuck up. Clean this shit up. Get the fuck up. It's time to go to school. Come on, get the fuck up. Brush your teeth. All right, come on. It's time to fucking eat. All right, y'all. Sit the fuck down. All right, y'all. You ready? All right, it's time to go to... Put your fucking school... Come on, man. Put your fucking book bag on. It's time to go to fucking school. What the fuck wrong with you? All right, y'all, get the fuck in that building. I'll see y'all later. How was y'all motherfucking day? Everything was good? Ain't no motherfucking teachers fuck with y'all, right? All right, bet. Get the fuck in this car. If you think about that, right? Throughout that whole time. The whole time at home, all you hear is anger. So the child is built up with nothing but anger. So when you see that child lashing out, she don't know anything else but anger because she's never been civil. She's never had a person who talked to her like, hey, it's time to get up. Hey, time to go get something to eat. Hey, go brush your teeth so you can get something to eat, so you can get ready to go to work. Hey, have a nice day.
That is something different to deal with.
You feel me? That's a different tone as opposed to get the fuck up. Like, just hearing that every day. So when a teacher say, hey, can you do this? I don't want this motherfucking paper. Now it makes all sense. Because all she's been receiving was cussing out. So what she's getting is the same type of emotion, the same type of anger, the same type of outlash that she was getting at home. She's given to the teachers at school. Because that's all she received.
She reciprocating what she see.
That's why when you see, if you think about it, when you see those kids, and you know that like we like to call them nerds. I like to call them the kids of brilliancy. Kids of brilliancy is beyond this world, right? Those kids, if you haven't noticed it, they be in the back of the class or they be in the front of the class, and they just look there and they just civil. And it's like they just waiting for the next thing to do. It's because all their life, all their parents has ever been telling them, hey, Jimmy, come on, it's time to go to bed. Hey, Jimmy, you finished your homework? Hey, Jimmy, everything's good?
And now Jimmy's
so now Jimmy is just here. He's just waiting.
Jimmy get that first piece of pussy and lose his mind.
You feel me? So it's like, it's a different delivery. Even though you don't want to sit up there and feel like, you know, your kids are soft. And I understand you feel like you have to talk to them a certain way or you have to treat them a certain way for them to install the type of leadership or the type of, you know, strong will that they would need to survive in this academy. I get that. But it's certain ways how we go about those things because these kids are soaking up these negative energies, and what they're doing is, especially these young men, think about this. Why are you thinking so much killers in these wars? Half of the fathers is gone. Or they raised by mother and mother, and just like a previous a feature podcast that y'all gonna hear about it soon. If the mother is only once in the house, and the kids are barely talking or listening to the mothers.
Wow.
Who is there to watch the child?
Nobody. Watching themselves.
There you go. So that's why you have so much redirection of no direction. These kids have no guidance out here. Right. So that's why you have kids so much kids going on. There you go.
That's not good at all.
And it goes back to that each one teach one. So when you said, well, why the teacher was, it's like, it's not that she's, lower value of what her status might be. It's that if this was the system that was taught to her, this is the only thing that she can go by. Just as well as these kids.
True. That is true.
And I understand, like, I do understand that it's kind of hard to try to be their provider and try to be their nurturer and try to be their supporter. You can't do everything. That's why it's two-parent household is a must. These things are a must. Because when the father is at work bringing home the provided meals, the provided clothing, the provided house, the provided everything. When he's coming home providing all that, right? Guess what the wife can do? She can then nurture the kids so they don't have to be stressed. So they don't have to do all these things that these other kids are doing.
That's true.
You feel me?
That is true.
It's like it takes so much of where you as a female, you want to actually upgrade your status as a human being. Don't get me wrong. But you can't feel as though that you want to upgrade your status, want to find a top tier guy, and want to be all about you. It can't be two things. Can't be two things. Because he's going to want a submissive lady.
Yeah.
You feel me? Now, like I said, don't get me wrong. What your wants is as opposed to your
needs.
Your needs is when it comes to like, your goals and stuff like that in life. Achieve those goals.
Hell yeah.
But if those goals, interfere with you acquiring a husband, I would ask myself, is this goal worth putting on, going full throttle to and putting my relationship on the back burner? As opposed to reversing that theme. Putting the goal on the back burner and achieving this relationship to have a successful marriage. So one day my man can be a provider. And if I do want to actually achieve these goals, because he's a provider, now he can provide me that business that I always wanted. So now I can spend that time that I need to at home with the kids while they're asleep or they're playing with the TV, game, whatever. You feel me? I could be doing this if I'm a female. I'm sitting up there and I'm studying all the things I need to study so I can secure the business that I need to secure. So when my husband do get X, Y, and Z as far as his establishment and his business and his future goals, I can then sit up there and be overly prepared.
Yeah.
You feel me? But we don't have those mindsets where females actually want to think about that. So, let me get to this last topic because we are running a little bit over time. So, I just want to know, right? And this is going to be a little tough one too. And I'm not trying to word it bad, right? If average black females don't even want to look at average black men, right? Should we then sit up there and wait for them to want to settle for us? Or should we get those Molly Sues, those Susans, those, those China Sarahs,
No, I think that you should be able to do as you choose when it comes to that, man. If you feeling like this Molly Sue or Becky is suitable
I didn't
for
say
you,
Becky, but I get you.
but I mean, maybe be Molly Sue. I don't know, Lil Peggy, whoever, saying for the reality of it, Annie Lou, whatever the hell, you get a hold of one of them, Snow Bunny, and you get to wanting to have families with them and whatever it is that you choose to do within your heart, then, hey, I have to say that a sister would have to just understand that when he was trying to be something, you didn't want him because he wasn't on a status or statue that made you feel like you were at a high place. you couldn't feel me when my vibrations were at a low. My energies was at low, and I couldn't match it with finances. Now you wanna get on me because here it is. I got me a little snow bunny chilling with me, and she showing me a little something different. Cause she vibing with me. She with me from the bottom. She riding with me. So therefore, I can give a fuck about her complexion because she riding with me when I'm at my lowest. When you gonna just walk off on me because I ain't got this or that, you know, I can't make sure you got a pound of weed sitting on the dresser in the middle of the month or some stuff like that. But I can make sure the trash is out, the house is clean, and I'm gonna go to work and I'm gonna put some food on this table when your food stamps ain't here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that that light don't have to go off because I'm right here with you. I'm trying to make sure you understand that. No, I can't buy you no new car. I'm on a bus. So ride the bus with me. You know what I'm saying? But if we can put together later on, we can make something happen. We can come up with something. You know? But if you ain't willing to do none of that with me, I can't see you sitting with me when I am driving something. I can't see you sitting in a place with me when I'm from apartments to a house, you know, and it's laid out and furnished right. I can't see you partaking in that because you didn't even partake in me when I was at my lowest. So we can't rock with it.
I feel you. I feel you. What I think is, I feel like it is a lot of, you know, females that's still out there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but, and I shouldn't say a lot, it's a few out there that's, you know, still the traditional females that we would love to acquire, that would love to acquire us, but they hard to find.
Right.
And
Diamond in the rough.
and because, you know, you have this glorified social media where they have this specific image in their head as to what an average female is, and it dictates the market.
All the way.
You feel me? So when you have this female that say, yeah, I'm this age and I'm this value, you feel me? Yeah, you might be that value at that age, right then and there. And yeah, I might be an average man where I can't provide for you fully of all the things that you deem necessary.
Mm.
But what I could do is I can provide a roof over our heads.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely make sure we have 3 meals a day. And I can definitely make sure that you were clothed at all times. Those are things that is essential. All these excess things, as far as like the Gucci Birkin bags and stuff like that, those things could come when I achieve goals. Instead, you have most that if you can't achieve, if she can't have those things coming into the door,
Right.
she don't even want the relationship. It's just, you know, it's a done deal.
Very much.
Well, you know, that was a very, very, you know.
And you know what? I think that every man wants to be able to find that person that's a soulmate. You know, and that's a whole nother topic, you know. But to have somebody that's so close enough so they can vibe with, and I mean vibe in the way that they, you know, we can step out of being as my woman, your man, and we just on that, we kicking it. We like two motherfuckers out on the block just kicking it, like two neighbors that always rapping, talking shit, you know what I'm saying? And we putting everything else aside, you know what I'm saying? Being able to laugh about some real shit in life and just say, you know, damn, I'm loving this. You know what I'm saying? That having that love come back within what you already have. That's it's like projectiling yourself from out your body and looking at you and your woman together and y'all interacting. And you're like, damn, wow, we don't never. Ooh, man, we used to could Be right there. You hold me, I hold you. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know, you'll come up behind me when I'm standing outside or in the house and just give me a hug and be like, I love you or something. Nowadays, you don't get that from women. You don't get that. But everybody want a ring on their finger. Everybody want that man that's gonna take care of everything in the house. Yeah, but you gotta pay for all this because this right here costs. Um, you basically tell me just a little high price asshole. If that's the case, I might also keep staying in the streets playing around because 9 times out of 10, all that you want, I can give very much less to someone else and get everything that you asking for. Everything that I'm asking you for, I get it for less just being out in these streets than dealing with you in the home and trying to make sure you good and everything with you is good. You know, women don't understand that shit because they think they're on that level at times. Well, I ain't gonna say women because women don't do that. This is what females who are still young minded and still not knowing the real man in their life. They don't all know. It's like some dudes don't know when they have a real woman. There's a difference between a woman and a gal. It's a difference between a man and a boy, or a man and a guy.
Do you believe we are who we choose?
Yeah.
So most of the time when we feel as though that, oh, that person is wrong and he did me wrong, sometimes we gotta put blame back on the person who
Yourself.
actually chose
Yeah, because you took a person show you who they are when they want to. They really will show you. A person will show you who they truly are. It's up to you to see it and say, okay, damn, how do we take the next step with this? And that comes with both sides, man and female, you know. And I believe in when you dealing with somebody, you gotta take accountability for your shit just as well as you trying to make them take accountability for theirs. Hey, I understand that maybe I raised my voice a little bit too much. That's why you don't like to be right there around me no more. You know, maybe when I get to drinking, I ain't that same person that you fell in love with no more. Maybe I become a little too sluttish to the bitches that come up to the females that's around us also, and I make you feel uncomfortable with that. That's the respect boundaries become crossed. So I would have to take accountability for that. Maybe I ain't saving money no more. I'm just spending it on dumb shit and just losing it out. I'm letting bills get cut off because I'm too lazy to get up and pay it. Or I ain't paying attention to it because I'm too much paying attention to some other shit that I ain't got no business paying attention to. So I forget about paying the bill. I forget about, you know what I'm saying, making sure things is done for the kids, you know. Real shit that need to be taken care of. I'm slacking on it. I see stuff running out in the house that's important. Laundry detergent, dish liquid, shit like that. Make sure everything stay clean, cleaning materials. And I say, fuck it. But yet, I got a new PlayStation game. I ain't bought a bottle with my mans and then we drinking good, but yet, shit in the house needed. And she said, hey, and the female say, hey, or he say, hey, baby, what's good? I mean, I gave you the money. I mean, I know you've been to work, you know, we made a deal, we made it, you know, we have an agreement in this household, you know, we're gonna make sure we do what we're supposed to do first before we, you know, do anything with our friends or whatever. You just sat there, or she sat there and just, I'm gonna get fucked up with the homies. I get fucked up with my gals. Now your homies done took care of what they need to take care of in the house, but you know her didn't. How do y'all explain that shit? When you got kids, when you got, you know, shit going on. But learning to take accountability, you see things a lot better. A whole lot better. You know, you ain't got to keep going on that same path. And a lot of us always take the same patterns for some reason. Sometimes patterns just got to be broken and saying, fuck it.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah. I feel like everything is going to take its time. It takes its course. You know, when you have people like me and you trying to preach, you know, what it is to actually live righteousness and, you know, live on a good path and actually have a family dynamic where you have a man who's a leader and you have a female who's, you know, submissive, nurturing female who's, trying to provide all that things for the family. Yeah, those two things actually working, and that's the nuclear family.
Nuclear.
Everything actually, get back to where it needs to be. But until then, we're going to just have continuous turmoil where we're going to continue to, not only destroy, ourselves, but destroy the black culture where we have ourselves.
True.
So
fucking true.
So, that was a lovely addition of what we touched on a lot.
Yes.
Well, what I'll do is I'll make sure we have a continuous of that last conversation, because I feel like that's a long, elaborate thing that we can literally go deep in.
Yeah.
And I feel like it
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
touched on the main things. You feel me? Especially surrounding true nuclear love and all that things that goes with it. You feel me? So
Yeah.
I feel like our next episode will definitely be touching on some deeper things. You feel me? There's a whole lot of things we could have got to, but it's always next time. And until next time, I am one of your co-hosts. I am Bougietti. Here it is, Mr. Small World, the official Small World.
Official.
You feel me? We are signing off. Y'all have a lovely day. Y'all have a lovely night. Wherever y'all at, be blessed, be great, and keep on thriving, y'all.
And as always, stay positive and keep your head up, everybody, and know that no matter what we go through, we face, somebody else is going through something a lot more worse than we are. So, instead of complaining, thank God for what you have, and stop complaining, for real, because it's real out here, man. So give them thanks. Love your family, love your kids. Keep pushing. Till next time. God bless.